So as much as I like Android, I tend to use iOS or Apple products a little bit more just because I find them to be a little bit more reliable day in and day out. Plus I like the apps better. And with that being said, I have put together my top 5 apps on iOS that I really just can't live without. So no matter what new iPhone comes out, these apps are going on it for sure. So app number 1 is Evernote. Evernote is a very popular note-taking app. I use it at work all the time. I use it when I'm doing YouTube videos to write scripts or to, jot down the specs of a device or just take some notes on the device as I'm using it. That way I can go back and look at my notes and then come up with the actual review. Now, Evernote syncs across multi-platform devices, so it doesn't matter if you're using an iPad and then have like an Android as your phone or daily driver. It's gonna sync no matter what. And it also syncs with your desktop, so all of the notes that you take on your tablet or your phone will automatically pop up right there on your desktop. You can do the free package like the one that I'm using, or you can go all the way up to premium and pay per year or per month and pretty much get the works. The next app has to be LastPass. LastPass is a password manager and I have it on all of my devices, no matter if it's Android, iOS, Windows, whatever the case may be, LastPass is going on there. It has all of my data safe and secure, including passwords, credit card information, bank account information, contact information. Everything is nice and secure within the app, and I can access everything on the fly and have it automatically input things depending on the app that I'm using. Now, iOS doesn't have the intuitive controls that Android offer when it comes to LastPass, but it's still much better than having to remember everything. Now, LastPass is a free app in the iOS App Store. However, you will have to pay for a monthly subscription in order to get the most out of it. I believe I pay like 12 bucks a year or $1 a month. Totally worth it, and I definitely recommend it, and I couldn't see my life without it. CloudMagic is an email client that I use and I love it. I use it on my iOS and Android devices. They do make one in the Mac store for OS X, but I can't really recommend it because I find the actual mail app built into OS X to be much more intuitive, much more responsive, and just overall better. The reason why I use CloudMagic over the stock mail app on iOS or Gmail on Android is mostly simplicity. During the initial setup with CloudMagic, it's going to ask you to input all of your other email accounts into the app, and then it's going to ask you to create a CloudMagic account. Now, you don't have to do that, but I definitely suggest to do so because it's going to allow you to log in just to your CloudMagic account, and then all of your other email accounts will sync automatically whenever you're switching phones or so on and so forth. So as a reviewer, and I'm constantly switching phones, keeping CloudMagic on all of my devices and only having to input one login for all of my email addresses just saves a ton of time. And like I said, it all comes back to simplicity. CloudMagic will also sync all of your signatures, whether they're basic text or HTML, to all of your devices to give you access to it no matter what device you're on. Just another reason why I love the app so much. Plus, it's free. Whether you're in the App Store or the Play Store, you'll be able to download it and use it for free. I mean, you can't beat it. Feedly is an RSS style app that gives you news and information based upon your likes. During the initial setup, it's going to give you a bunch of different categories, and you select the categories that pertain to your interest. What I like about Feedly is the fact that if I don't have time to read the article, I can bookmark it and go back and read it later. Also, it gives you everything in a nice layout. It's very clean, very simplistic, and you don't have to dig for information, and it keeps everything up to date. I pretty much rely on Feedly to get me through a boring day at work, or just to stay up to date with YouTube and different pieces of tech. Now, Feedly is another free app, and I've tried others, and I just can't break away from this specific one. I love the interface, super clean and very intuitive and just easy to use. Finally, we have come to my absolute favorite app, ProCam. ProCam is the best camera app I have ever used on any device, on any platform, period. If you haven't tried it, I definitely suggest you go to the App Store, pay the small fee, and download it, because you will love it. ProCam gives you all the manual controls that you could possibly need for a mobile device right there. You have the ability to control your automatic exposure, not new. You also have the ability to control your ISO, white balance, and shutter speed. Again, not new. You also have manual focusing, which I'm sure you guys are thinking, not new. However, you have focus peaking and focus assist. Now, there are apps that feature focus assist that zoom in a little bit for you to get correct focus, such as the stock Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge app. However, you don't have focus peaking. So with this app, when you are focusing, it will zoom in a little bit and then give you a red glow to let you know when it's in focus, just like it would on a DSLR or mirrorless camera. It's really, really awesome. You also get HDR, the timer, so on and so forth, all your basic stuff. However, you also get the ability to take a raw photo, which is something that the stock app does not offer. All of the manual controls roll over to video as well. The only thing you don't get is focus assist and focus peaking, but not really a big deal. The reason why I say it's not a big deal is because it makes up for it by all the different modes you can shoot in. Of course, you can do your basic 720p all the way up to 240 frames per second 720p. You can do 24 all the way up to 120 1080. And you can do 24, 25, and 30 4K, and you can go up to max 4K, which I'm guessing is like DCI. So tons of resolution options to give you pretty much anything you could possibly dream of. You can also do time lapse, and you can do a 4K time lapse at 60p, giving you a beautiful, beautiful time lapse. The app also features its own editing tools built into its own gallery, but it still syncs that gallery with the one located on your phone and to the cloud, so you don't have to worry about anything when it comes to getting your photos. The editing tools built into the camera software are meh. I mean, they do the job and they do much better than the stock gallery tools. However, I would still download an app like Snapseed to get the most out of your photo. The app retails for like $3 or $4, and I promise you it will be the best $3 or $4 you could spend on any app, especially if you like taking pictures with your phone. Well guys, that pretty much does it. That was 5 apps that I can't picture my life without whenever I'm using iOS. If you guys are interested in any of these apps, you can find links to them in the description of this video, so make sure you check them out for yourself. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop me a big boom thumbs up. Go ahead and follow me on all my social media connections. Share this video with your friends, your family, other relatives, the ones that you don't talk to but still show up at like your party and want cake or something. Go ahead and share it with them too. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Be easy.